Mutine, adjective. Used to describe an individual whose spirit is unyielding, unconstrained, one who navigates life on their own terms, effortlessly. They do not always show up on time, but when they arrive, you notice. An individual confident in their contradictions. They know the rules, but behave as if they do not exist. Mutine, the new fragrance by Miu Miu, defined by you.
This podcast is supported by FX's English Teacher. Last year's critically acclaimed series returns to follow Evan, Gwen, and Marky as they vie for their students' divided attention. See why Cosmopolitan called its premiere season a masterclass of comedy, while Glamour raved it's the year's funniest and most heartwarming new comedy series. FX's English Teacher, all new Thursdays on FX. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
For a limited time at McDonald's, get a Big Mac Extra Value Meal for $8. That means 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, and medium fries, and a drink. We may need to change that jingle.
Prices and participation may vary.
I'm always looking for ways to show my cat how much I love her. And with Fancy Feast Gems, I can pamper her whenever I want with a savory gravy on top of a gourmet mousse pâté. The pyramid shape makes serving simple, so all I have to do is peel and plate to make mealtime feel extra fancy. And with 2 entrees in every pack, it's easy to turn every day into the extraordinary. Fancy Feast Gems.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contrast. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Donny, you are so fucking lucky.
Lucky why?
Because if this season of Big Brother 27, in my opinion, season 1 for me, if this had gone a different way, I would have never watched the show again.
And you know what? That's fair. Okay, that's fair. My first season was Janelle's first season, and she did not make it to the end. Sorry to spoil it for you.
You did tell us that we're going to watch it.
Yeah, we're watching it next. She doesn't win. So that is how I felt.
Well, okay. So, guys, hello. Welcome back. This is our final Big Brother 27 chat. We talked offline about watching a classic season because you do have me on the BB bug.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you know what? People are already like in my DM saying, what season should I watch next? And I said, you should watch season 6 because Nora and I will be covering it.
Thank you for the promotion. That's great. I will take all of your 10,000 almost followers to this podcast.
Please.
Okay. Yeah, because I love the show.
It's so good. It's addicting. And so, yeah.
I mean, you lucky
feel
because
things when you watch.
I do. I felt something at the end of it. Like, we're going to get into it. So much happened. We didn't record last week, obviously, because it was like too much happening at once. Mm-hmm. But we'll talk about the Keanu and the Eva evictions. And then we'll obviously talk about the finale, which was very exciting yesterday. Had the whole house watching it. My mother, like I texted you, my mom's been home for about a week and a half at my house following a major surgery. And she's only known these people for like 8 days. And when she walked in halfway through the finale, she gasped. She said, wait a minute. Where's Morgan? So
in the jury house, babe. In the jury house.
So, okay, let's start with where we left off last week, which was that we had an HOH competition that I cackled over. It was when now we had introduced into the Mastermind sanctum. They basically took the have-nots room and were like, we got to do something with this room. Otherwise, I think Vince and Morgan are going to come inside of here and bone. So we got to turn this into something else. They turned it into a by the way, Inner Sanctum makes me laugh so hard. Because do you think butthole?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if they do it on purpose, but between backdooring the Inner Sanctum and a couple of years ago, the twist was like multiverse. So like there was 1 week where like the timing was off, and then 1 week where everything was scary, and 1 week whatever. It's the multiverse, whatever. But the scary week, they said, oh, this year today we're going to the nether region. I said,
no,
what?
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
They're like, we at CBS, we're a pretty conservative organization.
Mhm.
Julie Chen Moonves,
Uh-huh.
talking about Jesus as much as she can, love each other, et cetera, et cetera. But we will be putting in some butt puns.
And they never make innuendos about it. Like, they just say it and want you to do the dirty work so we feel like freaks.
And you know what? We are.
We are.
We don't feel, we are. So we go into his Inner Sanctum, and the competition basically is they have like these swords or whatever. What do you call them when you're a fencer?
A lance? No, that's not right.
That feels
Is that right?
right. That feels
thank
right. Hold on. Fencing sword. What is it called? I know this because it's oh no, the fencing sword word is different because I know it from crosswords. Is epee or a saber, maybe? Okay, anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Regardless, it's a pointy sword, a pointy thin sword, and then a flimsy sword, and they have to hold up the Mastermind's mask on each side. And to me, I was like, oh, this is a no-brainer. Keanu's going to win this. No big deal. He's feeling confident. And then the way he just drops it.
He started talking too damn much.
And even the sound effects were like, a bling. Like... It was just so funny. He was like, what? All right. Well, congratulations. He lets Vince's dumbass win. And then Keanu spends the entire time just begging Vince to stop playing Morgan's game, only to get put up on the block and then evicted. Because Morgan wins.
He's playing Morgan's game, yeah.
Because Morgan wins a power veto and she chooses not to use it on anybody. It's Keanu and Ava. And Keanu loses and he goes home. And I think that what this showed to me is that as much as, Keanu's like, oh, Vince is not loyal, loyalty is not what makes your social game. Your social game is, and I think Keanu thinks that that's part of your social game is like just to be like straight up with people about like, I have a target on my back and I'm going to take you down, but like, I'm a cop. Like, that's not how this game works. And he keeps thinking that like, trying to, I guess, speak to Vince's like loyalty card is somehow going to make him take him off the block or whatever. And I was just like, Keanu, this is why you're losing. This is why you're going home.
Truly. And there's a specific kind of person that feels this way, because my dad's favorites on reality competition shows are always the people that are like loyal and don't lie. I'm like, why? First of all, what kind of TV would that be?
No. And I mean, I get it because I think it's this idea of like, oh, if you're just honest, you'll win at the end.
That's not life.
That's not life, baby. Sorry.
And what was messed up this week, besides that stuff, the vote was live in front of everyone. Like, not in the diary room. There was a voodoo doll. You just had to stick a pin in it.
That was so silly.
So silly.
So silly. Then we had another HOH comp, and it was Morgan, Ashley, and Ava, where I was like, okay, Morgan is obviously going to win this because my girls, Ava and Ashley, are not athletic mamas.
No. What? Remind me if you remember what
it was like it was like almost like a hamster. It was like a big square that they were inside of, and they had to push the square in a certain way so that a piece of the game was like on top when you got back to the base. And poor Ava and Ashley, they really tried it. I was like, they're not winning this. That's fine. It's okay. Anyway, she wins. Morgan wins. She's a comp beast. She put Ava and Ashley up, and Ava is evicted. But before she goes, she said, let me tell you something about Vince. Vinny.
Called a house meeting, no less.
a house meeting. I was like, yeah, I need to see more of this. I was annoyed that they showed more footage of that argument, I think, in this like what is it? The recap episode. I fucking hate a recap
Hate a
episode.
recap episode.
And so fake. They're like, remember that time we fell a lot? And they're
They
like,
might as well just look towards the sky and like wait for thought bubbles to pop up. It was so fake.
it was so fake. You can literally see them reading off of whatever card that their prompt that they're somebody in the back is like holding up. It was
Very
so
Housewives Go to the Movies. I heard of this great new Melissa McCarthy film. We should see it.
What was the one movie that it was like, there was one where it was like Dorinda and like Tinsley.
Wasn't it Anne Hathaway and somebody? Like,
yeah, it was like ridiculous.
yeah.
It was, I think one of the movies they covered was the one where Anne Hathaway is screwing the really young guy.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that's not what this is about. But anyway,
No.
Ava has a conversation with everybody, and she's like, "Let me tell you, Morgan, what Vince is saying about you." And for what it's worth, Ava is not lying.
No.
Vince did say all those things to her about like, I don't want to play Morgan's game. Maybe I won't take her to the end. If I take her to the end, it just proves that I was playing her game and I was a pawn for her and da 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 da. And it doesn't matter because Morgan is all about my man, my man, my man. Honestly, up until the very end, I was like, oof.
Oh, when they do it to the very end, it is disgusting.
So gross. But
even when it's not romantic, I just hate people being like blindsided by their loyalty or whatever it is and voting incorrectly.
No, it's not even about like the loyalty or romance. They're both of them together are gross.
Yeah.
Like, I think that it's really sweet. I would much rather watch. No, I wouldn't rather watch this, but it would make more sense if they just like straddled each other and made out than whatever this is that they keep doing. Did you see the clip of them making breakfast together?
No.
Oh my God, Donnie. There's a clip of Morgan and Vince making breakfast where they have their arms around each other's waists. And so they're both facing the stove. And they have their arms around each other's waist, and Morgan is using her left hand and Vince is using his right hand as if it's some sort of a competition. And then he goes, "Are you a lefty?" And she goes, "I'm not." And everybody's just sitting around eating breakfast, and those two are just making breakfast this way. And it was so weird. I was like, I would rather you guys just kiss. This is weirder than kissing.
It's so weird. Ashley told her this week, she was like, I think in 2 months, you two will be officially dating. And Morgan was like, what? And Ashley said 1,000,000%. That's going to happen.
And you know what? We'll get to Ashley.
Yeah.
She's not wrong.
She's not. Our little Elle Woods.
Did you see the other scene with Morgan and Vince where they're like talking in coda in bed about the probability of them being together after they leave?
No.
Donnie, this was on the episode.
I must have glazed over. When I see them in bed together, I take it as a barf break.
So they're laying in bed. He's on like the head of the headboard and her head is at the bottom, right? And there's like a pillow between them. So you can very much tell that he has his hands like on her legs or whatever. And he's like, so if you were to like a statistician, what would be the chances of, and then she's like, are you asking me what I think you're asking me? And he's like, yes. And she's like, well, there's obviously reasons why I can't think about the percentage because of other variables, meaning like his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then she's like, and if that wasn't there, then maybe I could talk about it, but it's nothing. And I was like, oh my God, And so that's where I was like, if these two win, if these two are the final two, I'm not watching the show again because it was just gross. They were just there's something very weird and gross about them. Anyway, the final 3 are Ashley, Vinny, and Morgan. And I was nervous for my girl Ashley. I was like, 3 competitions to win HOH? My baby hasn't won a single one.
I wasn't nervous for Ashley. I knew Ashley wasn't winning, but I wasn't nervous for her to get to final 2 because I felt like Vince would have lost to Morgan. So knowing that, he would have probably brought Ashley. And Morgan was telling Vince she would bring him, but she was telling cameras all week that she would 1,000,000% bring Ashley.
Oh, I didn't know that she was telling
Yeah.
cameras that.
So I didn't think there would be any world where Ashley was the head of household and got to bring a +1, but I knew she would be the +1.
Well, that is your strategic BB veteran eye, because I didn't. I was really nervous. I was like,
Okay.
this girl she's looking around at these competitions like like hell, I'm not winning any of this. Okay. There's 3 parts that everybody gets to play. Morgan wins part 1. It's like a spinning Mad Hatter's Tea Party in the Sky ass game.
Like
I
on
would
a
have
fucking like Charlie's Angels, like you're zooming in. It was
no Charlie
too much.
And I would have thrown up.
Me too.
But then I would have kept going.
Yeah. Once
I
you're
would've been like-
barfing, what else?
Yeah, I would have been like, tilt me down completely. Let me hold on to these bars, and I'm going to use the leverage here to just puke everywhere. But anyway, Morgan wins that one, so she secure her spot in the final HOH competition, basically. And then there's a second part, and this is Vince versus Ashley, which was truly one of the most thrilling 15 minutes of television I have ever seen. And it was unfortunate that Frankie Grande had to be there at the same time.
Wasn't it?
As a ponytail yourself, how do you feel about Frankie?
I wish that Frankie wasn't even brought into conversations about a ponytail, because it is so, the only thing keeping them together is blood. There is no reason that ponytails should even be mentioning the words Frankie Grande.
Now, you've met and you've had the pleasure of meeting Mother Grande.
Yes. And Frankie as well.
Oh, you have? Okay. Now, Mother Grande is not Frankie's mom, right?
I don't believe so. I thought she was for a while, and then I think you made me question it. And we've never looked up answers because we're who we are.
Why would we do that?
Yeah.
Why would we do that? Anyway, I was just annoyed that he was there. I was like, oh, brother, please.
And then when we get what we get later in the episode, I was really like, oh, brother.
It was truly, oh, brother.
God 101, I said.
God 101. Truly. Okay. Yeah. This competition is where Ashley and Vinny need to go down like a zip line and kick a bunch of blocks off. And then once those blocks get kicked off, they have to put together all the faces of former house guests, and then they need to crack a code. And the question to crack a code is put the number in the order that these house guests went home. Well, Vinny gets there first. He's putting in all the things, and he's like, oh, easy. It's the days that they were evicted. So he starts to do it, and it's all wrong. Everything is wrong, and he can't figure it out. And boy, is he upset.
So upset. When he was getting upset throughout it and just like this is right, like that, it was what it was. But when he has the meltdown at the end, it brought me so much joy. I was elated at the joy coming from him. And like, I shouldn't be. This is a white man, very angry. Who knows what it will lead to? But in the moment, I was thrilled.
Well, I think, and that brings up, we'll get into it, because if you're new to listening to me talk about Big Brother and you don't know how I talk about housewives, I love to psychoanalyze these people. My entire brand of this podcast is thinking about the larger dynamic of people and how they function,
yes,
and how they fit in society. And I'm going to think a little bit, we're going to talk a little bit about more Vince and how he functions the way he functions in this house.
I mean, it could make sense as to why he's living with his parents, even though he has a girlfriend of 7 years, and why he's unemployed. Because I do think there aren't many people that would probably deal with whatever behavior this is. Yeah.
Exactly. So Ashley rereads the question, and she's like, oh, I got to do this so super stealth.
Because at first she was doing the same thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, I have to pretend like I'm doing something else so that Vinny doesn't figure it out. And she does it quickly, and she wins. And he loses it, and he's like, I'm so dumb. He's like, how did you win? How did you win? And she's like, reread the question. Look at the question. And he's like, oh my God. Oh my God, I can't.
But you know what? You would have probably got my white man out of me too. Because not only did I mess up, but what I hate more than anything in this world, they both said it at the same time. No, bitch. Only one of you needed to correct me. I asked Ashley, why are there 2 women and an F word saying the order? No! And for me as a watcher, it brought me immense joy. I loved it. But he asked Ashley, what did I do wrong? And all 3, Frankie, Ashley, Morgan said, the order.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The funniest thing also about his tantrum is like he goes and hides behind
the puzzle.
He goes and hides behind the puzzle. And Morgan does the Morgan thing where she's like, let me just go comfort you. He's like, I just need 30 seconds.
30 seconds is an odd time. I don't know that I'd be able to calm down in 30 seconds.
That's not enough time.
No,
I would take to bed.
Yes.
I would take to bed. I would say, I gotta go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Ashley and Morgan at the end. Finale on the live finale HOH competition or whatever it is that Julie called it. And it's amazing. Okay, so Vince is having a meltdown. There's a clip also. Did you send it to me? You did. Of Vince sitting in the bathroom, crouched, crying into his like crotch or whatever it is that he does, and Ashley just like strolls into the bathroom.
Once she won that second part, all she did was dance the rest of the time. I thought I turned on the wrong show and was watching Dancing with the Stars because every time that woman was on screen, she was dancing. At one point, she literally was like, Team Ashley, Team Ashley. I said, who is this for?
It was so funny. It was so good. He's just sobbing. So he starts crying and he says to Morgan, I'm an idiot. I ruined everything. I'm so stupid. And it's because I can't fucking read. I'm a dumbass. I'm a stupid bitch. All those things, right? And yeah, alarming because he is a white man and they're known not to know how to channel their anger into productive ways. Yeah. But I also think that, and I said this to you over text, I think that he uses his emotional like volatility as a way to like get close to Morgan. Like Morgan is in a gamer space. And so Morgan's had her fair share of sore loser dudes who like stay and do crazy shit. Okay. And so, and she plays like shooter games.
Yeah, that'll, yeah.
So I know that the people that she's probably playing with they're basement dwellers.
For sure.
Unemployed basement dwellers, right? Who lose their cool often. And so maybe she feels like she has some sort of like responsibility to him to be like, I'm the one with the cooler head and I can talk him through this like mental breakdown that he's having. I think that Vince is loyal to Morgan more than he is to anybody else in the house because she does at least like calm him down a little bit. But I think that Vince's manipulation with Morgan is part of his social game. You know what I mean? I think that he's like, I do think he has mental health issues.
Yeah.
I'm not diagnosing him.
Right.
But it's showing.
It is. I think it's the same way as like this is a man who should have insecurities for all the reasons we listed. And like, we understand why you have anger issues, but the same way as like when you make jokes about your own insecurities, like if I make a fat joke about myself or if I make a like F word joke about myself, it's so that other people
being very nice, like, you know, censoring yourself. And I don't know why. Is it for me?
No, it's the F word part. Oh, well, I used it because both times would have been derogatory. I don't mind saying faggot in like a fun way, just like a fact, like, oh, and then this faggot Frankie Grande comes out. That's fine. But like, it was derogatory before. I was like, those 2 women and an F word, and now it's about self-hate. So I don't want to use it in a derogatory way.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks for clarifying.
Of course.
So I was like, don't censor yourself from me.
No. So like if I feel too much like an F word, I'll make a joke about that so other people can't. Yeah. So I feel like in his insecurities, instead of making a joke about it, he like projects the self-hate so that nobody else is able to form those opinions almost and be like, oh, he fucked this game up. Oh, he's the loser. Oh, he's whatever. And your only option is to like be a bitch or to comfort him.
Yeah, exactly. And I liked Ashley's way of doing things where she just walks away from it. She's like, this is not my problem.
No, she could teach everyone a thing or two.
She 100% can.
And I think this is in the live feeds, but Vince also this week, I think he was saying it to Morgan, but maybe Ashley a little bit too. He was like, I'm not even excited for the finale. That's why he wore that stupid thing. He was like, I didn't think I'd make it to the finale. And now here I am. And I'm just going to wear, like, I'm not even going to worry about looking nice because what's the point? I'm only going to go out there and see 7 people looking at me that wish I didn't even make it this far. 7 people who hate me. 7 people who, I was like, oh God.
And the thing is, you would have seen those 7 people even if you did win HOH, you dumb bitch. Like, okay.
And my thing is, yeah, you knew you were going to be in the finale one way or the other. Like, you were either in jury, in the non-jury, or a winner circle. So, like, why was, just say you don't have money to own a tux. Just say it.
Call a spade a spade.
Yeah,
okay?
You're fucking wearing, like, what's that? John Deere? Like, what is that?
It's
hunting
like,
shop?
No. It's like Eddie Bauer. It's Dick's Sporting Goods.
It's very Dick's. Like a performance fleece with like a picture of a reindeer on it.
Stupid mountains.
Yeah.
A mountain range. Get out of
I
here.
think he was excited that they might announce Reindeer Games Volume 2. And he was like, I already have the outfit.
I can't wait for you to tell me whatever the hell that is.
Oh, okay, great. Can't wait.
So it's at the end. It's Ashley versus Morgan. It's the finale. And can we talk about Ashley's outfit? And
incredible.
Oh my God. She was dripping with like sex appeal and she looked luxurious.
Yeah, that was like a Vanderpump Rules finale. I mean, reunion outfit.
It was like Ariana's comeback dress.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it was like something that Ariana would wear on, I know you hate the show, but like on Love Island when she like comes in to surprise them every now and then when she wants to be the host, and then they always do these long shots of her walking down the hall. It would be an outfit that she would wear because she looked incredible. And I think also, I forgot Ashley is stacked underneath because she's always wearing sweatpants.
Yeah.
She's always been in sweatpants the entire season. And then finale night, she's wearing this gorgeous brown gown. She looked like delicious. She looked like dripping chocolate. Like she looked so good.
So good. And Morgan looked good too, but just wearing a slip. Just fully wearing a slip.
Morgan was giving Delia's. The shoes, all of it was Delia's. Okay.
If you would have only showed me one person at a time and said like, guess what the other 2 are wearing, I would not be able to. There was no through line.
No, none. And I love that nobody checked. I would love it if they were all got ready in their own rooms and then everybody came out and went, oh,
this is an event where you need to text your friends and say, hey, what are you wearing?
Exactly. You do live in the same house.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Morgan versus Ashley, and it's a history of things that have happened on the show game. But wait, before we get to that, we did go back to the jury house. I want to talk about the jury house for a minute because jury house, they get Keanu back and they get Ava back, and then they meet with, who's this man?
Cody Calafiore. He won Big Brother All Stars 2.
You know what's crazy about Cody?
Tell me.
I've never watched him on Big Brother. But I know this man.
Oh.
But like, I don't know why. Has he done other stuff?
His brother is on the challenge a lot.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Pauly Calafiore.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. I don't know Pauly, but he just has a face of a person I should know. Anyway, he's very handsome.
He is. And maybe from New Jersey. So maybe you know him from like just real life.
I don't think so. But all right. So he interviews the jury house, and that interview, that little housewives set that they were sitting on, housewives reunion set they were sitting on, really made me nervous.
Why?
No, like the whole conversation made me nervous.
Oh,
because
yes, me
I
too.
was like, oh, these people are thinking that Vince is gonna take the season.
And Rachel was really pushing. I was like, did they pay her extra to push for Vince?
So.
I think so too.
I think so. She was dressed fully like Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
Purple eyeshadow and all.
Uh-huh.
It was a full Jessica Rabbit outfit. It was so funny. Also because, again, nobody is checking in to see what other people are wearing.
No.
Ava constantly wears her hideous clothes.
Ava at the finale
Ugh.
was fully, and this is for her, and maybe it's, you know, me hating women, but for her to be my biggest takeaway for the finale, when someone was in a Dick's Sporting Goods performance fleece, it says a lot. But she was in, I don't even know what it was called, like a yellow, what, like ruffled, not dressy at all, like you would wear it to go to the mall. Short set kind of, but it was one piece, kind of like a romper, but like with ruffles. Not
and like not fitted in a way that was flattering to her either. And then here's my biggest issue with Ava. And look, I'm currently Patreon exclusive, not wearing any makeup. So I'm not a makeup. I don't think that you always need to wear makeup.
Yeah.
Okay. But Ava's like 23 or 24. She's a young girl. Okay. So I especially think young girls should embrace their beautiful skin, whatever. But has this girl ever seen moisturizer in her life?
I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it.
No moisturizer, no conditioner.
None, ever.
Ever. And I think that if Ava was the fun, spunky, cool girl that like we all thought, like if she was really Chapel Roan and she was just like really silly and goofy and like always all those things, I would be like fine. But there was like a nasty side to Ava that we saw after Rachel left, and even like towards the end of Rachel being there, that I was just like, oh, you are at the end of the day trash from Long Island.
Yeah.
And that's coming from me, a person who is trash from New Jersey. But anyway, the jury interview, it made me nervous. I was like, oh no. And then the other thing is, I was a little bummed that Will told everybody that Ashley was a lawyer.
Me too.
I was like, I don't think you were supposed to tell anybody that.
And I thought they knew they weren't supposed to tell anybody. She wanted to drop that.
Although I feel like there was an exit interview where Ashley said it.
I think you're right too.
Where like,
To
you know, when
Kiana,
people are like
to
saying their
Ava?
goodbyes or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe she told Ava. I don't know who she told, but she said, you know, this is whatever. Oh, speaking of Ava, I just remembered something. When Ava got evicted, there was like a period of time where like she had her back like turned to the audience, and then it like panned in on Julie, and Julie was like vamping for a little bit. And I was just like, what happened to Ava? Is she having a meltdown? I want to see that. Can you show it to me? I want to see that part.
I don't know why they don't anymore. Like, I can't wait for you to watch Big Brother 6 because it was so unpolished that like we used to get those things. And I really wish that they would have done this more this season. They did it a little bit on Unlocked, but not with the right people. But like Janelle is actively talking to someone in the house as like boyfriend, even though she has a boyfriend at home. And they like go and talk to the boyfriend at home.
I need
Bring
that.
us that. Yeah.
Yeah, I need that. I absolutely need it. I wanted to hear Kelsey have a meltdown because like that man from America's Next Top Model who found out his girlfriend fucked a guy in a jacuzzi.
Yeah.
You fucked him. Amazing. Anyway, Ashley and Morgan play game, and Ashley wins. She gets HOH. I was shaking.
Me too. And those questions, Morgan is smart. She famously wins competitions. She is a comp beast. But those questions, I felt like I never learned to speak English before. I was just staring at the screen. Yeah. I would have just picked letters randomly. I wouldn't even tried.
Yeah. And you could tell that when Julie was like, or when they were actually playing the videos where they were playing the questions or whatever, I was like, I wouldn't be paying attention. I would have to read it. And I think that's what Ashley did. Ashley reads really, really quickly. And then she's like, okay. Oh, wait, before we get to that, we didn't even get to the reveal of the Mastermind initially. So
let's get into it.
In the Vinny versus Ashley part 2 of the HOH competition, there was a reveal of the Mastermind, and it was Dr. Will. And he says, it's not me. I'm a, it's a fake. Somebody set me up.
Not a pansy. Patsy.
I was like, proxy?
Oh.
So Tell me about Dr. Will.
Dr. Will is the winner of season 2, and then he went on All Star season 7. But he also is a plastic surgeon that you may know him as the co-host of Dr. 90210 with Heather Dubrow's husband.
Oh, I didn't know that he was on a show because it used to be Terry and what's her bun's ex-husband?
Oh, yes.
Hair Tinsel.
Uh-huh.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Maloof.
Yes.
The Maloof ex-husband.
The Maloof Huff, yes.
Yes, of course. Who could forget? Oh, okay. And then also I know he was on Traitors, that one season where he
but not even as a player, just sitting on a porch with like a shotgun or something.
Yeah, it's like playing Dr. Death or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, that was the Mastermind reveal, and I was like, "Is it? It's not Cynthia.
It's not Cynthia."
I was still hoping it was. Anyway, Ashley takes Vinny to the end, and live, the entire house gets to meet, or the jurors get to meet, Morgan. And I've never seen Rachel Riley happier.
No, me neither. She was so cute this whole episode. She was so proud of Ashley. She looked like the heart eye emoji the whole time. And normally I hate, spoiler alert, normally I hate a finale where like you can tell who's going to win. I do like a little mystery to it. I like to be on the edge of my seat until the end. But these people, I don't know if the contract was up or what. They did not care.
I think they were just like, we don't know how to pretend.
Yeah.
And Will, bless his heart, he never read a single prompt in that diary room. He was like, you're not going to have me read some dumbass bullshit. I'm going to say exactly what I want. You never saw Will being like, in this competition, I was really nervous about that. So then I did this. Like, you never. Will was like, this competition's dumb and I wish that I was sitting down.
You're right. And that's why he was top 3 America's favorite.
Yes, exactly. So Morgan comes out, and then they get to ask, Vince and Ashley a bunch of questions. This is very thrilling. This is very, very exciting.
I love this part.
I loved it so much.
And in the olden days, they didn't have to agree on questions. They got to just ask, like how Morgan did. They all got to do that live. So then they were really like personal.
I wish that they would do that, because I don't like that they had to like write the question down and then be like, okay, this is the question that I get to ask. Like, I don't want that. I want you to be shooting from the hip. Okay?
Me as well.
They ask him a bunch of questions, and Ashley's straight killing it.
She is. Julie had to cut her off repeatedly.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashley.
She said, you will have time to give a full speech later.
Thank you. Also, during the competition of Ashley versus Morgan, she's like, I need an answer. I need an answer. Lock in the answer. Answers. Lock it in.
And then my favorite is when she's saying lock it in, and Morgan switched last minute. She's like, ladies, it's locked.
It reminded me of her telling Ashley, no. No. Julie's a mom, and I bet that she does that with her kids all the time. And you know what? Sure. I think I'm going to do that to my kids too. I'm going to say, thank you. Thank you, Noah. Because it's always Noah who's yapping.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. The answers are locked. They're locked. You already told me what you wanted for dinner. We're not changing our minds now. It cracked me up because like the first question went to Vince, and to be honest, I don't even know what the fuck the question was. But Vince like gives like a very short, regular, casual answer, and then it goes to Ashley. And when Ashley starts talking, Vince has this look on his face like, oh,
he knew that goose was cooked. Because she first of all, she did the Elwoods reveal that she is a lawyer, and he didn't know that. The jury knew, but she didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't.
And Morgan didn't either.
Oh, yeah. And then if Julie wouldn't have cut her off, I think she would still be talking right now.
I just love that because like a lot of lawyers were in debate team when they were younger. And you could tell that she's like pulling in all of her debate team stuff, because they'd ask a question like, Ashley, what's your favorite color? And she'd be like, thank you for that question. Well, the question is, what is my favorite color? And my favorite color is, and you'd be like, you spent so much time
I
just
know.
asking the question. But I
So
think
much.
that's like
And then like going through the entire thing. My favorite color week 1 was pink. But then when Rachel Riley told me she liked blue, then I thought about going to blue. But then when I found out Vinny liked green, then I said, maybe green and blue. What's green and blue mixed, you asked? Teal. Like that.
Exactly. That's exactly how
She didn't blink the entire time.
She didn't. She was like, thank you for that question. And I was just like, oh my God. And then I loved that she was just like, as you remember, the first week the target was on my back. You'll remember that as Showergate. And I was like, I love it. It was so good.
It was so good.
Well, the jury votes, and Will's not pretending.
No.
He goes up there, he says, well, you all know I'm voting for my baby girl. He's so funny. And then of course, what's her name? Kelly's like, I'm voting for the person who has the best social game. And I was like, okay, very easy. Lauren said nothing of consequence.
I think Lauren got nervous that Will got yelled at. So Lauren was like, I'm voting for someone. Okay, sure.
Lauren was like, and I'm here too.
Yeah. So pretty.
So pretty.
Yeah.
So pretty. So glad she doesn't have a personality.
No, she'd dominate the world. Yeah.
It wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair. She's absolutely stunning. And I love that the entire season, when they showed like a little in the preview, like whatever, this season, this happened, whatever clip, the previous clips episode, they were like, here's all the things people ordered in the diary room. And when it showed Lauren, she was just like, yeah, I think that's it. There's a clip going on online of apparently Morgan asking in the diary room if they could order her a vibrator.
No, that is fake. That's AI. It's not AI, but that is her from her YouTube show, and they put a different background on it.
Okay, thank you. I was like, oh, the background looks weird. Thank you.
Of course.
I got duped.
It's okay.
Anyway, so the jury votes, but then before we get the reveal, we meet the rest of the house guests, and whatever. Mickey and Jimmy made up. Adrian showed up in his t-shirt.
Catherine and Riley
are there. So they ask Catherine and Riley, like, hey, what's going on with you two? And Catherine says, I'm really happy to reveal that we are actually together. And I was just like, are you being held hostage?
Right. And again, just like backdoor, what's it called? Inner sanctum. Like, we don't need to give us we don't need to be dramatic with it. We don't need to be obvious with it, but at least let the audience paint our picture. So like, I would have loved two things. First, when Julie said we had a showmance this season, my mind didn't even go to them. My mind went to Vinny and Morgan.
Yes.
So I would have loved a close up on Morgan. Let's see her face when it's being called a showmance. Let's see her twitch a little bit. But then when we do get to the Riley and Catherine stuff, like, all of the people not in the house have spoke on this on podcasts and stuff about like, oh, we didn't know Riley was so crazy. Even the past 2 days when they're all in Hollywood now waiting for the finale, they didn't hang out with Riley. Like, it was the 7 of them or whatever, and he was not hanging out with them until like 2 hours before the finale.
And he looks miserable, and she looks scared. And to be honest, it looked like they just had a fight off camera or something. Mm-hmm. It was really, really weird. It almost felt like to me, and again, I'm just speculating allegedly, it felt to me like he was like telling Catherine, like, listen, like, there's a lot of shit that people are saying, and you're the only person that can clear it up. So like, you need to stick up for me.
Yeah.
And so she's like put on the spot to be like, okay, I'll tell them that we're together.
It was scary.
And I was like, why, again, did Julie not ask how his baby is?
That's what I miss. I miss non-Christian Julie. Julie used to be kikiing with the girls. She used to love to live in the mess.
Oh, God. Motherhood changes everybody, I have to say.
Yeah.
Sometimes for the worse.
And your husband sexually harassing people as well. We'll do that. Yeah. But you know what? I would have rather watched Catherine and Riley talk for 8 hours than to get the real mastermind reveal.
Oh my God. So we find out who the mastermind accomplice was. It's Amy. Okay. Amy, who went to the Temu Housewives factory. She looked crazy. Okay. I love that everybody just dresses however they want on Big Brother. There's no dress code. Everybody just shows up. Everybody just shows up in random shit. It is so funny to me. Like, just like look at, like, even from the jury house, right? Like, obviously you have like Rachel, and I will say Kelly put it together. She looked nice.
She did.
But like, you know, she looked nice at like an office cocktail party, not nice like in a gown, the way Amy showed up.
I think Rachel and Amy were at the same event. Lauren and Catherine were at the same event.
Yes.
Ava and Adrian and Vinny were at the same event.
Correct.
The mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Zach looked great.
Zach did look great.
He looked good. Jimmy's sparkly suit, you got to get rid of that.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
It was like too much and also not enough, you know?
Yeah. Because I famously have a sparkly suit that I wore to the Tony Awards. And that's what I was thinking. Oh, if I'm ever on Big Brother, I'll wear that to the finale. But like, that is nothing but sequins.
Yes, correct.
But Jimmy's were like oddly placed.
Can I also just talk briefly about this jumpsuit that you wore over the weekend?
Oh, please. Yes.
It was stunning. It was so nice. Guys, I mean, I don't know, Donny, can you post a picture of it on your Instagram? It was so cute.
Thank you.
I love a one piece.
I felt uncomfortable at first. Like it felt like it was too much. Not really anything that I've worn before. But then, I think I have it right here. I bought, and it's for men. I Googled men's purse, and this came up. This little clutch looks like I work at Brinks to take your money to the bank.
I was like, are there deposit slips inside of that?
But this pulled it all together. Once I had this, I was click-clacking through the streets of Philadelphia like I was Olivia Pope. Yes.
Yeah, I love it. That's so nice. I think that's another contender for your Big Brother outfit.
Okay.
I think that's a good jury house outfit if you make it to jury, but if you make it to finale, you wear your full sequins.
Yes. And I also want to be a person that, like, not Rachel Riley fully, but I do want to be someone that pulls it all together for every live show. Like, I always have a look for a live show.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was another thing that was missing sometimes. It's like, why aren't we getting more dressed up for the live show? You're in front of all of America right now. Anyway, we see the votes and it's 6-1, baby.
It is. And again, I don't love that it wasn't, I mean, I loved that Ashley won. I didn't love that once we got to this part of it, it wasn't thrilling. Like the last half hour, we all knew Ashley won.
I was so excited for her, though.
Me too.
I think it's only because this is my first finale. Oh, I forgot to go back to the Mastermind reveal. So we spent too much time, like a good 8-minute segment.
Yeah.
We go back to the inner sanctum and they're like, oh, we put Dr. Will up to it. And it's this stupid guy who I only know from House of Villains with the pectorals.
Mr. Pectoral.
Mr. Pectoral. It's that guy. And then it's like, but it's not just me. It's also Frankie Grande. And it's not just Frankie Grande. It's also this other guy with a long face.
It's 3 people that have been screwed over by Big Brother twists. So now the mastermind was bringing his own twists in to screw people over. So you can't just play the game either. We're going to screw you with twists. Which, whatever. Now, like, it's like when Leah Michelle's in on the joke that she can't read. Now Big Brother's just fully in on the joke that they screw people over to the point where they continued to screw people over all summer. And I feel like the little bow tie would have been like, after those 3 are like, it was us, like have one more come in and like, I don't know, kill them or something and say
announce
like,
something.
It's me. Yeah.
Do something.
Well, announce something, number one. And that's what they normally do. Like last 2 years ago, they did this thing where Frankie Grande, Danielle from Traitors, and Brittany from Traitors came in the house. And that was the multiverse year. So they like set up this machine that looked like a laser or whatever. And they were like, we're going to fix it. And then instead it made it snow. And they were like, what is this? And then it announced that in the winter, they're going to have a Christmas season. And then that's reindeer games. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So like, at least that set something up. But this was just truly like a little weird bookend to end the season. But what I'm saying is, even if you were going to do that, you can still tie it in and make it more current, and either have Rachel as like a new one that joins because now she is part of this that's been screwed over, or Rachel's husband.
Yes, it's got to be something. I was hoping that it was going to be Rachel's husband.
Yeah, that would have made sense.
Just to jazz things up. Or like one of the mastermind comes in and it's like Rachel's 3 kids like on each other's shoulders.
Yes. Now that I would have lived for.
I would have lulled so hard.
Yes.
Oh, God. Anyway, I love it. I love the show. You got me. It was so good. I was so happy for Ashley.
Oh, and Kiana won.
Oh, yeah. Best America's favorite house guest or whatever.
Those are all words. Yeah.
Were you surprised?
No, I knew in my heart that the 3 top vote earners would be Rachel, Keanu, and Will. I didn't know who out of... Now, I was surprised that he had 65% of the votes.
Yeah, I was surprised. But I think it's because he's a comp beast.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. But you know what? You know where comp beasts belong?
The challenge.
That's right.
And I'm sure he will be.
100%.
I think our challengers will be Keanu, Morgan, maybe Mickey, and possibly... What's his name?
Zay?
Kenny? No, the hot one. The Asian man.
Zach.
I think those are our 4 challengers.
Do Big Brother people end up going on the challenge?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Who do you think from this cast would go to Traitors?
Huh. Good question. I think, and I know Rachel was on season 1 of Traitors, so I don't know if they'll bring her back, but I think like a Rachel Keanu would be great because they already have built-in beef. Nobody else is really Keanu, I think, but nobody else is really jumping out to me.
Yeah, I think if we're going to talk about hated people, I would say maybe like Kelly and Mickey would be like an interesting, because I don't think that they liked each other at all. Or like, you know, Morgan and Lauren, because they both were.
Well, Lauren, I don't think is ever getting screen time again.
Unfortunately, I think that she is, because she's beautiful.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because that's the way the cookie crumbles for the beautiful people.
That's true. Now, you texted me and said that you like Kelly and you think she should be on more TV.
I did say that.
Stand up for it. This is my jury question to you. Nora, you said Kelly should be on more TV.
Thank you, Donny.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least that was the plan. Except now the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by The Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
And Julie, I don't know if she takes a couple shots before the finale or what. I know I've told you this story before, but one time at a finale, just like Ashley wanted to do her lawyer reveal, someone in jury stood up and did an autism reveal and said, like, this season meant so much to me because my whole life I've been autistic and I never knew that I'd be able to get as far as I did in this game.
Okay,
And she stood up to say it. And as soon as she was done speaking, Julie Chen said, now, Brittany, I think maybe you shouldn't have stood up. You weren't in the light the whole time. That's all. I really do love Julie.
Oh my gosh, she's so
A
unintentionally
demon of a
funny.
woman. Yeah.
A demon. I hear that her on Watch What Happens Live is a really good guest. I hear that she and Andy like really kick it because Tom is like a Watch What Happens Live watcher. Like he watches it, and he said that Julie and Andy go way back, and when they are together, they have a great time. You see like a different side of Julie because it's old Julie. It's like back in the day CBS Julie.
I never knew if she was on Watch What Happens Live.
Oh, we're gonna have to find the episodes and watch them.
Yes, please. We'll cover it.
Going back to your question, I think Kelly. Okay, I think if Kelly would stop mumbling around so much, like there's something. Unfortunately, there is something quirky and funny about Kelly. The way that like she just laughs, like in the middle, like everybody's trying to keep a straight face, and she just like guffaws while people are saying stuff. That's good reality TV. That's like an Ashley Darby move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like I'm gonna be like a little pathetic on the side and laugh at things, and I think that that's not bad.
Now the difference is Kelly is no baby girl.
No. She is not baby girl.
Who was our baby girl this season?
Lauren.
You think Ashley too a little bit?
Oh, no, Ashley's baby girl.
Okay, good.
Because baby girl is conniving.
Yeah.
Baby girl is smart and manipulative.
Uh-huh.
And plays dumb. Oh, no,
Yes.
it's fully Ashley.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Yeah.
And Will even knew. Will knew. He listens to your podcast. Will said, I'm voting for my baby girl.
And if I could vote for Ashley Darby, I'd vote for her too. And I'd vote for Whitney Rose. Did you finally watch Salt Lake City yet?
No, not yet. I have to.
Donny,
I know.
Okay, well, this is a great season. Thanks for sucking me into it.
Oh, this was. I thought you meant of Salt Lake City.
A Big Brother.
No, this was a good season. I'm glad you got into this one.
I'm so glad. If this and what would I have done with this robe if Morgan or Vince won?
Burned it.
If Vince won, I would have never watched the show again. I would have been so pissed.
Well, we could have went back in time and watched good seasons.
No, I know that's true.
Yeah.
If Vince won, it would have been like that season when CT and Trishelle won Traitors.
Yeah. Well, now you know how I feel. And that's why I was so quick to leave when Rachel was kicked out, because I felt like that was the trajectory. Yeah. I was like, now that Rachel's kicked out, now we're going to lose like Kiana, we're going to lose Ashley, we're going to lose all these good people and be stuck with like a Kelly, Ava, Vince, Lauren final four. It's happened to me too many times.
I understand. And you know what? The other thing Ashley took the ownership of was putting together the Judges Alliance.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, God. Incredible. Well,
she was great.
Congratulations to you, Ashley. And I like how she was like, Julie was like, are you going to go back to your job? And she's like, no, I quit.
And then she started to talk about that too. And
Julie said, okay.
She did. She was like, we literally have a minute left. Let's wrap it up.
I love her so much. She's so rude.
I can't wait for you to... Okay. When are we covering it, by the way? Do you want to start next week?
Let's do it.
Great. We'll start next week. The first 3 episodes. We'll watch week 1, just like we would. Okay. But I can't wait. They have the house. The house inside is pretty much the same. But the house outside, they make it actually look like the outside of a house. It's incredible. Julie Chen has her old face. And she's down to Kiki with the girls.
Oh my God. And what season is this? 6?
6, yeah.
Okay, I can't wait. And are there any faces on that I would recognize? Is this Rachel's season?
It's Janelle's season.
Janelle's season. And I only know Janelle from Traitors.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm very excited for that because I know that's your main girl.
Yes. And it's the first Middle Eastern man that was ever on Big Brother. And she and him are very close to this day.
Okay, I love that. I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait. What year was this season released?
2006.
Oh, prime trash. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Prime trash. And we get like, we get a little like, how do you feel being the first Middle Eastern Big Brother contestant so close to 9/11? Like we dive into that a little bit. People are uncomfortable when he takes time to pray. Like we really go all in. Yeah.
Okay, perfect for me to dive in. Well, guys, thanks for being here. I'm so happy to start my week with you, Donny. We usually do this at the end of the week. It's the start of the weekend, but this is beautiful. I'm gonna drink some more coffee and get cuddly in my HOH robe.
Me too.
And
am I getting sick or is this hot? I'm hot.
No, this is so hot.
Okay. Okay, good.